Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So today I am doing a residential build in the neighborhood of Willow Creek, and I'm going to call this one Little House Blue. And it's pretty obvious why it has that name. This is a blue small house, I guess the style that I was going for was suburban and also kind of mid-century modern. The reason why I said mid-century modern is because instead of a garage, there is a carport, which was very popular during the mid-century. From my understanding, the reason was because the gases that cars would emit back then were very poisonous. So people didn't want the cars too close to their house, so their families or whoever would be breathing in those toxins. However, they still needed protection for their cars. So in come the carports. So yeah, I really enjoy this house. It is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and it has all of the main features that you would expect in a regular home, like a kitchen, dining space, living room area. There's also a little bit of an attic upstairs for extra storage, or it can be easily converted into a skill building room. There is a stackable washer dryer, and like a small backyard area for recreation, or if you want to get into a little bit of gardening, we have some of that there. So yeah, I decided on blue for this house is because there is actually a blue house not too far from me, in like the next neighborhood, and I feel like it blends in with the surrounding area because of the style. However, it stands out because of that bold blue that it has, and I paired it with a bold red door just to give this house a bit of personality and to make it stand out from the rest. With the carport, I am using those posts from Seasons, the standalone posts that you would I guess connect with a lantern or one of the pillars. I'm not exactly sure what it was meant for in game, but it did come from Seasons, and I used those because they were tall enough to reach from the ground to the top of the carport, because I did add a foundation to this build. What gave me the most trouble was actually in the beginning deciding the layout. I started out with putting the stairs like pretty much dead center into the house, and when I took into account all of the other rooms and just the space in general, it didn't work out. So I had to shift the stairs, and pretty much after I did that, every other thing kind of made sense to me. Where the bedrooms were going to go, where the living space was going to go. So sometimes it's as simple as shifting one thing to make everything else make that much more sense. I really adore this little house. In my head, this will be ideal for an elderly sim that is looking to scale back their living expenses and also scale back the amount of house that they have to manage and tend to. Although obviously I'm not an elder yet, I have learned that a lot of times when older people move into smaller houses, it's not because they necessarily can't afford the bigger house. It's just a lot of house to tend to. Every time something breaks, they have to either repair it themselves or call someone else to do it. And living in a smaller space, I guess, just kind of provides a peace of mind, and that's just less work they have to do to actually live in the space. So yeah, that's where I was going with this. I think this house will also be good as like a first home for maybe like a couple or a small family that's saved up, because this is by no means a starter home. This house is about 70,000 or so simoleons, so it's not like your typical starter home that's only 20 simoleons. However, this house is fully furnished, so I would imagine if you bought it unfurnished, it would be a lot cheaper, like maybe in the 20,000s. But since it is fully furnished, there is a price tag to come with that, I guess. The hardest room for me to really situate was the kitchen. Reason being is because I was kind of caught between how I wanted it to look and what was true to when this house was built in my mind. A lot of older kitchens, they are closed in because that's just the way it was. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's to keep the heat in, or maybe just to keep germs away from the food. I'm not entirely sure, but a lot of older houses had closed-in kitchens, or kind of like where you had to access it through an archway, which is what I was going to do initially. However, I did feel like this house had a modern twist, and it could be youthful and just kind of getting together with the time. So I did open it up a little bit, but it is still separated, and you'll see what I mean a little bit later on. After the kitchen, the other thing that I had a little bit of difficulty deciding on was how to shape the living area. The dining room and the living room basically is in one space. And I know a lot of elderly people like to have their family around or friends around, so I wanted to make sure that I can get in a large dining table. I could seat about 8 Sims, but still have a space separated for the living room in front of the fireplace, because that was really important to me. But yeah, as I've said in several of my other videos, I don't feel like I'm the best with doing traditional roofing, but I feel like this one came out very well. I really enjoy it, and although this house isn't too wild and crazy, I feel like the way that it looks and the color choices makes it different from the rest in its immediate surrounding area. So that's what makes me enjoy it. Of course, you can plop this house down on any neighborhood. It is on the 20 by 30 lot. However, I just feel like Willow Creek is best suited for this house. After Willow Creek, I would probably say the best place would be Brindleton Bay, because although it's more of like a Hampton style out there, it's still pretty much suburbia. I guess more so upscale suburbia. But yeah, I hope you all are enjoying this video so far. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like for me to build. I am open to suggestions, and I really love all of your positive comments and feedback, and it really helps me out a lot. It really does. Another thing that I really enjoy is the front porch area. At the end, I add in one of the 2-seater chairs from Cats and Dogs out there, and I just feel like that's such a perfect place to sit down and watch the neighborhood change and move, and just really enjoy some time outdoors. I would say the 3 main packs, besides base game of course, that I use in this build are definitely Seasons, Cats and Dogs, and Parenthood. I use Seasons mainly for like the foundation and just some of the different activities that you can do. I guess that's the best way I could say it. In the attic there's like a couple things from Seasons. Also some of the wall paneling, like that rock texture, is definitely from Seasons. And like the umbrella from outside is from Seasons. I use also one of the beds from Seasons as well. Cats and Dogs, I would say I use the bulk of my furniture from that pack. The other bed is from Cats and Dogs, as well as the dining room table and the armchair, the blue armchair in the living room. And Parenthood was definitely the MVP in the kitchen, as well as the sink in the bathroom and some of the artwork. And I do use other packs, but not in excess. But I would definitely say Seasons, Cats and Dogs, Parenthood are the 3 packs to really make this build worthwhile. And then of course base game. I use a lot of things from base game. Most of the wall panelings are from base game. Also a lot of the artwork is from base game, and I believe most of like the lighting fixtures and the game table out back are base game. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a healthy mix, and at first I was going to really limit myself on what I decided to use. However, I was like, nope, forget it, I'm gonna do what I want. After those 3, I would say that what's the pack? Laundry day is important, of course, for the washer and dryer and one of the rugs in the room. And I believe that white picket fence is the perfect backyard stuff pack, or the backyard stuff pack. I'm not sure what it's called because some of the packs are really similar, but it's the one with the lemonade glass with the ice cubes in it. That is the white picket fence, and I feel like that was the perfect way to top off this house, just to make it feel a little bit more suburban, a little bit more, I guess, family-like. And I just really enjoy this build. It looks great any time of the day. I built this during summer, so I'm not sure how it'll look in like fall and season. I'm sorry, not fall and seasons, oh gosh, fall and winter. However, I feel like it will look great and it will just blend in with the neighborhood, but still have its own sense of personality. So yeah, just doing a bit of terrain painting here and adding in some of the finishing touches. I'm going to hop off here. This video is going to wrap up in a few. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. It's available on the gallery. Just look up Little House Blue or look under the hashtag Simply-Nisey. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And be sure to click that notification bell so you'll never miss an upload from me. Follow me on my social medias, which are always linked in the description bar below. And as always, I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye guys.